Well, a bit of an anticlimax for the market today because it was looking like a very strong flourish towards the end. But as you can see on the screen, the Nifty has dropped about 100 points from the highest point, and on the Bank Nifty, I think the drop's been even more. It's almost a 600-point drop from the highest point that we have. Perhaps with the Nifty futures moving into a premium, that acted as a catalyst. That we had a big rally till the discount was on. As soon as we turn into a premium, there's a bit of a selling. But we have Ashwani, Mitesh and Prakash back with us for BTST calls. Ashwani, your thoughts on this last hour volatility and in fact the selling that we have seen from the peak, and would you buy it? What would be your stock calls?
See, couple of things to consider that you would recall that I think on 15th of March or something, there was a huge 1700 point move from 8500 right up to 10,150. We have tested that congestion again and have collapsed from there. I don't think giving calls right now is relevant because the calls would have gotten damaged in the last 10 minutes. But what is relevant is this could be a larger correction which could get to 9900, 9950. So move aside, do not carry long positions overnight, and right now you don't want to buy. We'll think of buying if once the market stabilizes and then starts to move higher. Right now I don't think there is any evidence that immediately you should buy here, and the sideways action that began early in the morning after the gap up, that possibly continues. So a shake off of the weak hands, and possibly we could gap down lower and hit a boundary of 9950, 10,000 thereabouts, and that will probably help us in getting back into the market.
Okay. And the stocks, Ashwini, we didn't get your stocks.
See, the stocks were on the buy side, but with this sort of a decline, the calls get damaged, and plus I don't want people to buy into this and then face a loss maybe even the next 15-20 minutes.
Oh, okay, all right. So we will let that pause for a bit, the buy calls, fair enough. Let me ask Mitesh if he's doing anything specific. Mitesh, any stocks for you?
I actually had one sell call. We've been exploring shorting stocks where we are seeing some breakdown on the hourly chart. So UBL was recommended as activity call. Sell with a stop at about 952 for target of 924. I think it dropped by about 10 odd points. So maybe around 940 would be good levels to initiate. And BTST on Siemens, I think that's one stock still showing strength. So to buy, keep a stop below 1127. Look for targets close to 1155.60 for tomorrow.
Okay, Prakash, what would be your stock calls?
I'll go for one shot because the targets have been achieved on the upside. More of a stretching has happened, so maybe unstretching will happen. One short call is ACC, can slide to around 1250 zones. Stock about 1280.
Thanks for those stocks. Now, Anuj, let me ask you this, because this has come down so fiercely. I mean, look at this. The Bank Nifty was up over 900 points when we started, and now it's hardly holding on to a 350 point up move. So it's been a fierce down move. Now, for you, Anuj, what are the signs you'd say one would have to look out for to be on guard? If this rally is indeed in its final legs, then how should you sort of, preserve yourself and exit at the right time?
Surabhi, and I remember we were discussing this yesterday. This is a 15-minute period of decline, and we are already discussing whether this is the last leg and all. Look, we've had a big rally, and the markets, traders are taking some money home after a big rally. It's been a three and a half thousand point bank nifty rally. It's been 1,000-point nifty rally, more than that, and we have met most of the targets. Remember 21,500 is what we spoke about on the bank nifty, and 10,400 on the nifty. Sure enough, perhaps slightly less than that, but that's what the market does. It's okay. I think you take fresh card tomorrow. If you got in at 9,000, 9,100, I think you would still want to see 2 or 3 days and see where things are going, and whether the market is taking support at slightly lower levels or not. Now, if you're one of those who got in today morning, then that's a problem. Then because you are then chasing the market momentum, and when you chase the market momentum, there's chance that you may still make money, but in that case, your stop losses will be very deep, and that is the whole point about the risk management, or about your positioning. That's all I would say. And let's see how things move tomorrow. I think just 15 minutes chart, I do not want to give too much importance. I want to see what happens tomorrow, and then perhaps we can take a call. But anyway, we still have, I think, Prakash Diwan with us. Prakash, I wanted your thoughts on this big comeback that M&M and Escorts have made. Your thoughts on both these names? Both have done remarkably well this month.
Oh, absolutely. And as a matter of disclaimer, I do have interest in Escorts personally. And if you recall, about 2 months back, when Kubota signed in as a JV partner, and the whole kind of focus for this company, which has been on the fringes in terms of new product launches and development, changed dramatically. Of course, it's not just that overnight event, but a lot of dialogue and conversations would have happened before a large company puts its might behind this business. And what you're seeing in M&M today is actually thanks to a two-pronged growth impact that's likely. One is the tractor element within M&M's portfolio is what is sounding very promising, and the management has gone on record saying that, right? And the second thing that's happening is there's this whole expectation that while personal mobility in the hinterland could kind of start taking a very positive shape, it would probably start with pre-owned cars. And M&M, mind you, has a significant presence there. It's got a portfolio that works very well in the rural markets. I mean, if you have public transportation, for example, evolving out there, when all these migrant workers will start finding jobs and vocations for themselves, you will have the Commanders and the Boleros of the world getting consumed. It's not the Brezzas and the Ciazes that will sell. So very clearly the portfolio is very favorably poised for M&M, and that's exactly what you see right now. But I just want to warn, my caution on auto stocks is still very, very clear. They're still not out of the woods. Don't take things for granted. Just the lockdown opening up means people are start going to buying cars. It could probably be 3 to 6 months before you really see an uptick in sales and production both. So the demand and supply side really have to get into an even match, and that is not yet happening. So there could be some corrections in some of the other names that have run up too well. Look at ancillaries, look at the global plays, look at Motherson Sumi. They've done phenomenally well, and we've been talking about what will actually be off the blocks for Anuj. So very relevant question. What do you do when a couple of stocks are doing well? Do you buy the rest? The answer is you have to be very, very stock specific this time around, and the timings could be very different for everybody's growth here.
Okay.